and spit like a typhoon to the rain. Live in the streets where the money's hunted by drainages. If it's aimless, ain't a single thing that can change it. I'm changing it. Get your dollar straight and circulate, then gang with it. Aim for your partner pocket and pop. That's dangerous. If you ain't with it, you throwing off the vibe. Man, I don't got time for that. It's all about the vibe. All that I got time for. I ain't got the booze, stack with me. Don't come through with bad energy. You ain't with the vibe. Don't waste my time. Drip, she in my wrist, that's a freezer. Give me assist, give me teamwork, keep it consistent, for the distance.
On top of that, she good for me. Made me wanna say, even though I got plenty, if I'm down to my last penny, I still gotta back up, cause it's on this old train line, I'ma get it done. Now I got the party jumping like it's double dutch. Then we spun the block, came back, double up like, ooh, I got her, and yeah, met her uptown, but she from the borough, better known as the boogie down. All sookie now, get up out the kitchen, man, I'm cooking now. Brother man, slip me skin, suck it to me, and they gotta shut their mouth when they talking to me. I look around, it's a whole lot of fraction mamas, but I hit the highest man, don't want the drama. Hey, peace and love, baby, keep it groovy. Every time we pop out, you know it's a movie. If I'm in hot water, then it's a jacuzzi. I gotta shake, so I'm throwing deuces. I gotta even when I'm down bad, yeah, I know how to bounce back, cause you know I gotta hey, she look good, don't she? On top of that, she good for me. Made me wanna say, even though I got plenty, if I'm down to my last penny, I still gotta
We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Okay, ready? 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Let go.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings. Against the pass, they've had some issues, ranked number 23 in the NFL right now.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems because they're facing the number 1 passing team in the NFL. But if they don't stop the run as well, then that just opens up the passing game even more. They've got to do both.
Buffalo 18. Rattler, 18 Rattler. Ready?
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's going to let it go again. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. They'll drop to throw. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Cine. Muscles by at the 25.
Well, it's football 101 because when you come in as the favorite team, you obviously don't want to hand any kind of advantage to an opponent ready for an upset. Now, you'll be lucky to only be down 3-zip the next time you get the ball back because you've just handed them a dose of confidence to start this game.
Jefferson going to go in motion right. Down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. And he's got his man in stride, complete. A gain of 7 that time, 2nd goal. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays down.
And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A great effort there. His 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go now.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in.
And that's caught inside the 35. A huge play there for Denver. 46 yards. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there, couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
Ready.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
Cup 19. Cup 19. Ready.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Richie Grant. And the Vikings are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Second and 9 now from the 21. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
This defense for the Broncos, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
There's a little bit of lightning talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Back to throw. Matthews. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Here's 2nd and 3.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
But you look at this Bronco defense.
They're a unit that struggled some against the run, no doubt, coming in 25th out of 32 teams.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just one first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll try and throw for it here.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to pick up the Vikings' first down. Well, they take a chance there on 4th and 1, but it's a gain of 3 and a new set of downs.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
From the 48-yard line, here's the 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Looking to throw. Matthews escaping the pressure right. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
2nd down and 8.
Back to throw. Matthews. And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Broncos will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
Intercepted. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. From the 41, here's 2nd down and 2.
At the 41-yard line.
19 tight, 19 tight.
On play action, they'll throw. Flush to his right. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. And the Vikings are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Vikings 7, Broncos 0.
The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
19 tight, 19 tight.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Matthews. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Off play action. Matthews. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And that'll bring up 4th down on the big sack with a loss of 5. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
On the jump.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
Ready, break.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Back to throw here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Andrew Booth picks it off. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Back at the 49-yard line.
Off the play fake. Matthews. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
He did a fine job there not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now on fourth down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Vikings unable to convert here on fourth. And the Broncos will take over on downs.
On the ready.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Ready.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The Broncos at 13-3 now on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And it's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Here we go.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and this defense will take over right at midfield. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Taken down at the 47-yard line. This is 2nd and 8.
47-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Looking to throw. Matthews. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down. Matthews. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. They're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23.
Touchdown, Vikings.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. They work now on 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Matthews. And he's got his man on the out route. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred the defense.
And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they like some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And this one is right through, and that will extend their lead even further. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they want to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off the points for themselves.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll set up to throw. That's caught. It's Marvin Mims. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
And the Broncos
Back to throw now on first down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
Okay, break. Ready.
Now a handoff up the middle. Henley. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. This 2nd and 4. He'll look to throw. He stiff arms it. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Got it. Ready?
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Go.
They'll look to throw. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Marvin Mims as the first half is winding down. And the Broncos are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And leading 10-7, and they may just want to get this to the locker room.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Off play action. Matthews. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. And since they still have 10 yards to go, they'll just say, let's roll this over to 3rd down and decline it.
Let's just be honest about it. If you can't get them off the field on 3rd and 10, then something's wrong with your defense anyway. No sense in taking that penalty.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Matthews. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
To throw on second down, Matthews. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
To throw on third down, Matthews.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Caden Stearns.
And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
They go play action here on first down. This is caught inside the 15. A huge play there for Denver. 43 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. They're going to look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. A great play there. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Broncos strike quickly here to tie up the ball game. Point after, right down the middle. And that will put them on top here in the third. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on third and long. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked up by...
Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. So the big gain through the air, but scratch it all off because he could not hang on to the football.
And you have to like what they did on defense here. They didn't give up on the play. Big yardage given up, but they still battled all the way to the end and helped force a turnover.
Let's go now. Ready?
Now a play fake here on first down. He finds his man complete. It's Newton. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll look to throw now on first down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there. But
touchdown, Broncos! An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Broncos take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
The catch and the touchdown, they were the end result of a terrific route run by the receiver.
Now the try here for the point after. And with that, the lead is up to 8. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. On second down, they'll run it here. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down.
That probably reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sit through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he will have a Vikings first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Following the delay, here's 2nd and 9. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Following the penalty, they'll go back to the run game. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. And they're going to speed things up here.
It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
Off the play fake. Matthews. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Tanner Muse with it. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Warriors 70. Ready.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. This short throw caught by Goddard. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 37-yard line.
He'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 33 yards that time.
When they needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Now back to throw. That's out wide here for Robinson. Well, he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
60 Bobcats.
They'll look to throw again. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Kyle Pitts from 3 yards out. And the Broncos get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. The extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is up to 15 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Jefferson going to go in motion right. Here's a quick throw left side to start things out. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
The give to the fullback on the dive. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this third quarter. From the gun on 3rd down, Matthews. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's got a man complete. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Off play action. Matthews. That is caught. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. 30 yards. And the Vikings are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for 1 here. As this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. And whistle blown, a timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And this is caught. Touchdown. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, 1 play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, 1 play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. That's down the field for Jefferson. And now here's another interception. And the Broncos are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
On the set.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. Eluding the pressure right. He finds his man, complete. That's Newton. And he's tackled at the 38, but they doubled their yardage. The play started at the 19, and they gained 19. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. A huge play there for Denver. 54 yards. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll set up a throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. From 8 yards out. And the Broncos extend their 4th quarter lead, and they are closing in now on a 14-win campaign. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Off the play fake. Matthews. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
On 3rd down, Matthews. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely.
Go!
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Throw out wide is incomplete. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Here we go, shot.
2nd and 10.
Trap 60, trap 60. Let's go.
He'll drop to throw. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And my goodness, another interception. And the Vikings force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. On first down, Matthews. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that when he's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth.
Well, give them credit. They're going to stay and fight this out to the end. Fourth down, you've got to go for it. And they not only convert, but pick up some good yardage as well.
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Crossing route and complete. He's got Pitts. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll look to throw here on first down. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. A great play there. 47 yards. And the Broncos up the lead to 4 scores now here in this fourth quarter. Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
Looking to throw. Matthews. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Off play action. Matthews. And my goodness, another interception. Tanner Muse with it. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Well, CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Mustang 19.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Lewis Cine. And the Vikings are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You'd have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us?
And my goodness, another interception. And the Broncos are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7. 2001, right?
Yeah.
It's Ty Detmer. He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. And that's caught inside the 30. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll buy some time right. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 15-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Here's a 2nd and 8.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Let's go.
Back to throw again. Flushed out right. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Well, where our booth is here, we can see all of the writers to our left. And their post-game stories, Charles, they have been filed for some time because this game, boy, is it lopsided.
Yeah, we can see our guy Scoop. He's even got his fedora tipped over his face. I think he's taking a nap now. Nothing left to write for him, but how gratifying has it been for them to see what they've done in practice and carry it into a game and see the execution be so good. They've got to feel fantastic about what they've accomplished in this one.
The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Matthews. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
27 on the play. First down, Minnesota.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This is caught inside the 15. And they move this all the way down to the 9. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Operating from the gun, Matthews. I think this is what this game's become now. Just go deep, see if we can get something to go our way.
Yeah, not the most creative or most inventive play call there, but not much has worked for them throughout this game. They're almost at a loss about what to dial up.
Looking to throw on second down. Matthews, and he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. They'll look to throw. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And the formula there on the 2-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
And the Broncos are going to get the football. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
That's going to be caught by Pitts. A huge play there for Denver. 63 yards.
That's good for a Denver Broncos. First and 10 at the 33.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Denver, they get yet another victory to finish the year at 14-3 overall. And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they're going to kind of bottom out here to wrap up this very forgettable season at 3-14. And it's fair to say wholesale changes will be forthcoming in the very near future.